Move out the way.
Hey. What's up? All of my friends in the villa, what's up? Oh, yes, we here to talk Star. Oh, man, I'm going to show me so quick. All right, we're going to back this up. Hey, here we go. Hey, let me get this all again real quick. Give me that lightsaber. Hey, go. Drop it. This is my friends. Finna talk this because it ain't the weekend. We doing it again. Mondays talking Star Wars with the friends. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all already know. No! What it is. It's your favorite blurred click ready to talk blurred shit. And I'm here with my good friends, none other than the one and only Kira Lady Mandalore in the house. I've also got Whippy freaking Do and the homie Bad Ty, and I'm your boy the Real Vince Taylor. We're gonna get right on into it. This was episode 3 and 4 today. All right, and 3 and 4 aptly called whatever they called. All right, just you know what? we just gonna talk. I'm over trying to make it a better stream than it really is. We just gonna be who we actually are, which is ratchet. That's me. I speak for myself. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. We did get an opportunity to watch the 3rd and 4th episode of Darth Maul Shadow Lord, and we would like to discuss that today. Of course, for those of y'all that are paying attention, the 4th episode, if I'm not mistaken, was called like
chapter 3 was Whispers in the Unknown, and then chapter 4 was Pride and Vengeance.
Exactly, which is what I was about to say. So I'm so glad that all our friends are here to discuss it. And frankly, I have opinions, but I'm gonna do what we usually do, which is put up the little thing so we can say whether or not we liked it, dug it, or didn't. Thumbs up, thumbs down, one thumb up, one thumb down, whatever it is that you want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and place this here like this, and we'll go ahead and take this down in 3, 2, 1, and let's see what we got. Yeah. I'm on with the yeah, I'm on with the meh. Frankly, I have my opinions, but I'd like to start with the one who has to deal with Atlanta traffic because it's so bad having to deal with that 285, high 285, be all like that. So, Miss Whoop-de freaking Do, can you talk to us about what you did or didn't like about today's episode, please?
Well, starting with episode 3, it slowed down. It slowed things down and gave you a moment to, sit with Maul and, figure what he wants to do with Devin. But it was slow. It was slow, in my opinion. I had some other questions, like who's the bigger threat? Is it the Empire, Krim, or Spybot?
Ooh.
My money's on Spybot.
Spybot? Who's the bigger threat? Spybot over the Emperor?
Man, do you know he had this little piece of like a dish? The small dish is moving. He's moving very tiny, yo.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that is one sneaky ass appliance.
Right.
But yeah, he's caused a lot of havoc. He's given me like what's his name? Chopper vibes a little bit, but kind of like in a BB-8 body, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like real funny. Let's go to Lady Mandalore. Ladies first. What made you give it the half thumbsy upsy this week, Miss Lady?
So I was gonna give this week's set of episodes a thumbs up until I realized that there were 2 episodes, and then I just finished episode 4, and now I'm like, the fuck y'all even do this for? Like, what was the point? Y'all couldn't just figure out a way to put all this together in one episode? It would have been a lot more intriguing and I don't know, thrilling, I guess is the word I want to use. But yeah, no, this to continue from last week, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You had me in the first 2 episodes. I was very curious.
Yeah.
But now you're just showing us how what is it? Not an heiress, an oligarch move. Like I don't I'm living it. Okay. Like, I know how this works.
I got you.
They definitely slowed it down. There wasn't enough like there wasn't enough moving forward in the story for me.
Okay. All right. What say you, my friend Bad Ty? How did you feel about this episode? Like it, love it, leave it. What say you, bro?
Well, I mean, I've been enjoying the ride so far. I think that with any series, especially Maul series, which is something that we didn't know we were going to get, and then got, and then here it is. It's kind of taking me on the journey of revenge. I need to get back, what was lost. I need to make people pay for certain things, and I'm gonna need some help. My whole thing about this story with Maul in particular is how they're kind of giving you a look at what a Sith is instead of what you heard a Sith is. And so like when I hear him kind of be in the mode of I need to have a student. Like I feel like there's a wisdom in what he's doing. Like it's just not maybe the typical route of like, getting a student that wants to be your student. You know what I'm saying? He's forced to go after this Jedi to make him his student because I just think that in terms of the force that's when you're found out to have the force, you typically want to lean to the Jedi side because that's what everybody's been told is the right way to go. Like, no kid wants to do bad. No kid, what I mean, they do bad because they don't know no better. But once you know better, no one wants to be viewed as the bad guy. And so when I see him going through these links and going to the links of having tea, like what the fuck? You have a Sith who's has some class and is able to chill, is not as evil as it seems. It's literally just a conversation. And again, the conversation was taken out of text because you don't want to listen to what I got to say. And so you've already had your predetermined notions, and because of those predetermined notions, you're moving a certain kind of way. And so when I see Devin in that moment when he's trying to explain what it is that he needs her for and what he's trying to do, and she doesn't want to hear it, she's like, fuck it, I'm trying to get up out of here. I'll kill you if I got to, or whatever the case may be. I'm that's what I'm interested in.
I was destined to become so much more. But
Did you get cut off?
robbed of that destiny.
I mean, you playing something in the background. You're playing something, bro.
In the shadow.
Y'all can hear that? Oh, my bad. I didn't hear it. My bad. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I can't hear nothing on my side. I didn't hear it. But like I said, Ratchet, right on time. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But go ahead, bro. You should be all right now.
Yeah. You know how I am, man. I smoke too much.
All right, whatever. Whatever you were saying. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sitting there. I got a Sith and I got a one for the Jedi. But here's my thing, just to kind of contest what you're saying. I don't think Maul is speaking for the Sith right now. I don't think he considers himself a Sith at this point. I think that he considers himself excommunicated from any idealism. He's just kind of on a revenge tour, and he just kind of wants to do it the best way he can. I think that the Sith, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the Sith are kind of organized to an extent, and it's based on a belief system that you can also have wisdom using the Force. It just doesn't have to be in the mindset of the Jedi. And in fact, the Sith, the only big difference between the Sith and the Jedi is that the Sith lean into hurt, pain, anger, revenge. They lean into all of those emotions that will generally make you stronger, but uncontrollably stronger. And I feel like Maul has done that. He even said in this episode, if I am mistaken, he said something like, yeah, there was a time where I believed this, that, and the third, and, that time is past, and now I look back and I see when they tried to replace me that it all ain't what I thought it was to be. So here's my thing. I gave it a thumbs to the side type thing like this, and it was because I honestly was I was hoping for maybe a little bit more context with regard to everything that's kind of developing on the plot sphere. It feels to me like they're still developing, and I don't know if they have time for that. You know, this is not going to be some 24 season like, you know, like we would get with the Clone Wars or with Rebels, and you know, where they give us all of these different episodes. We ain't got all that kind of time. So for them to kind of drag this out a little bit more, just so we can kind of see the courting of Darth Maul to his young future, kind of trying to be his apprentice. It didn't really hit as much as I want. However, I will say the thing that I really did like about it was I really did like how it's established Darth Maul as somebody who recognizes his reputation and is somehow, it feels to me, Lady Mandalore, like he's trying to debunk what people feel about him because they've been sold all these stories about him. And so you remember, like when you were sitting down with baby girl, I forget what her name is. Oh my goodness, you know her name.
Devin.
Devin, yes, Devin. My bad. I'm sorry, Devin. So when she sat down with Devin, it was like, I bet you did not expect for me to offer you tea. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying stupid, like, oh, me caring about your well-being, is that not what you expected from? And
no,
she was like,
he's been around he was deep in the trenches on both sides. He was a Sith through and through, and then he got to play ball with the Jedi. So he knows the intimacy of the Jedi, and not only did he sit with him, but he was talking with Darth Sidious. Like Darth Sidious, if you're going to talk to anybody about how to infiltrate into the Jedi way, their mind, how to get them to do what it is that you want, that's the man that you talk to. That's the man that you learn things from. So he knows what he's doing. He don't care. He don't give a shit about whoever is on his side is going to be on his side for a limited time only. He does not. He doesn't care if, you know, you're with him for the long haul. If you serve a purpose, that's great until you no longer serve a purpose. That little girl is a means to an end. That's right. It.
Absolutely. I agree. What I'm seeing is, like, as it was said, he's on his revenge tour. And his revenge tour includes the Pikes, the Crimson Dawn, these other factions. But who else is he mad at? He's also mad at the Jedi. He's also mad at the Empire. So they're also on the list. So this young lady is a means to get the revenge, if that's the way he's thinking, against the Jedi themselves. Because in order to get, could you imagine how he would be able to be like, well, I brought her over, not necessarily to the dark side, away from the Empire, away from the Jedi.
Oh, okay. So you think he's going to train up the Jedi to fight the Jedi? Sorry, it was a follow-up question for Whoopty.
No, I don't think he's trying to train her up. I just think he's trying to see how much he could sway her from that thought, from the ways of the Jedi. Because, you know, right now the Jedi aren't really a thing. They're sparse, they're scattered everywhere, they're being hunted. And what would be a better revenge than to take one of their very sparse number and sway them away from your side and your way of thinking?
Good point. Ty, what were you saying?
I would argue 100% against that. And the reason being is because during I think the second episode, he's already alluded to the fact that the main goal is to kill his previous master, Darth Sidious. He said that he needed her, specifically Devin, because Devin possesses I guess a strong force, and he needs her as a Padawan or student, because he needs her in order to defeat Darth Sidious. So and there's things that have been said throughout this, and in terms of what Darth is saying, and it's not. I think a lot of people, again, this goes back to what I was saying initially, which is there's a perception of Darth Maul already because of what he's done in the past. And
Right.
that was also because he was under servitude. He was serving the things that he thought his master wanted him to do and achieving that. But what the problem was he now has awakened and understood that they were using him the whole time, and because they killed his brother, as you heard, they killed they killed my brother, they killed my mother, and so there are things that he has. The revenge is all there. So I don't think that he doesn't care about Devin. I think he sees something in Devin that resembles something he sees in himself, which he's been talking about the whole entire series in terms of when he had the conversation with the Mandalorian girl that serves him, and she was Brooke, and she asked, why is this girl so important? Why is this Jedi so important? And he then said, I need her help in terms of dealing with Darth Sidious, with my previous master. So I think throughout the series, you're gonna see that there is, because again, he didn't go out looking for the Jedi to kill the Jedi. He went back to kill the people that wronged him. So the revenge tour is a thing, but the Jedi is not who caused Maul anything. Maul was going after the Jedi because that was what he was told to do. And once he realized that they're not really my enemy, the enemy is right here who I'm serving. And now it's I don't think even down to the last episode we just saw, when the Jedi came, Maul wasn't looking for y'all. He was looking for Devin, but Devin brought her master there. At that point, when he was fighting the master, the reason he wanted to kill the master is because he knows, just like was already stated, that Darth Sidious knows how to convert a Jedi into a Sith, and that's by rage and things like that. So when it comes down to it, if I kill your master in front of you, that rage is activated immediately. So now you want revenge, which is not of the Jedi, which is of the Sith. So there I've won. What he also said in that battle is your master is very lucky to have you as a Padawan. So there are things that I'm hearing from Maul that are sounding more wise than just a dude that is out here trying to just kill everything. He told Lawson, look, all I want to do is operate in the city. It'll be peace. All you got to do is let me just operate. I ain't here trying to fuck up nothing. I ain't trying to bring the empire here. You and I both know what that means if they come here. So there's, I don't know, man. It just seems like a guy. Maul seems more level-headed than anybody else. He actually sounds like a so-called a Jedi when he's talking, as opposed to a Sith. So that's why I'm like, when I hear,
I didn't mean, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
So I agree with you. I don't think it's to the end that he has an allegiance. I still don't think it's because he has an allegiance to Devin. I don't think he cares to take her under her wing. Like I said, I think she's still a means to an end, but you also have to remember what the rule of the Sith are. It's only the rule of two. You have your master and your apprentice. If he can feel something in Devin, that something might be worth bringing to Sidious. Sidious might get tempted to bring Devin, but if he doesn't know, doesn't know that Devin is on Maul's side, has been converted to Maul's side, she could take him out, especially if he trains her up enough. Oh, now he disappeared, Lord. You good? You muted.
Sorry, I had a quick glitch on this side, guys. I have sincere apologies. I didn't expect to have the technical difficulty.
You're good.
But last I heard you say that the Sith operate in twos, and then it started glitching a little bit. So yeah, if you want to pick up around there, I'd love to hear you.
So there's the rule of two with the Sith. So I think what Maul might be doing is creating this tempting little piece of fruit in Devin for Sidious to want to bring under his wing.
So a Trojan horse.
Oh,
Yeah. If
Oh,
he
wow.
trained her up enough, if he trained her up enough, made her strong in the dark side of the Force enough, Sidious might take a second look at her. She can get closer to him and then try to take him out in Maul's name.
Oh wow! Oh, whoa, that is devious. So are you picking up what she's putting down, Ty? Because essentially she's basically she's saying that he's grooming her as a little bit of a Trojan horse to be dangled in front of Darth Sidious as fodder for her to potentially be his potential apprentice. And by doing so, she's kind of going the Reva approach a little bit, right? Where she's serving in one capacity, but her true ideals lie somewhere else. That's a fascinating theory. Man, you think what they freaking do? You think that's what she's doing?
Both theories make sense in my opinion. But yeah, it seems that at the end of this whole thing, it would be to get back at Sidious for the abandonment, for the just once he was no longer had two legs and was able to be of service to him, he just threw him on the side. So that would make sense that he would use another Jedi or another Force sensitive person in order to, especially somebody who's so who's a Padawan, who's so new,
right?
It's not a master. Where they've basically checked what box they want to be a part of. They're I'm trying to think of this thing my mom used to say about being like the older you get, the harder it is for you to move. So with her, it could have been her master, but he's too far along the path to be used in a way that would be malleable to Sidious, if that's what Maul is thinking about doing. And Maul, we said last week, Maul was an opportunist, so this makes sense.
It does make some sense. I just wonder, like, Ty says that he doesn't have nothing against the Jedi. The Jedi did cut him into two pieces, and sent him down a dark hole. Yeah, but to your point, it was because he was told to go fight them because we will have our revenge.
He didn't have any personal.
He didn't really care. Yeah. Like
my boy
he showed up in the booth like, yo, what up?
By proximity, I don't like you because you got beef with my man. So like,
yo. It was like, look, man, you fuck with my boy. I gotta bite you. You know what I'm saying? So he shows up in the boo against Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. They open the door. He's like, oh, y'all two niggas I'm here to kill. Okay, what's up? Yeah. But at the same time, he was like, when he's sitting there floating down into that trash can, that compact trash, whatever that thing was that he got sent down in two pieces. He might find out like, now why the hell, what the hell what I did to deserve this? What the hell? How did I end up? It's probably like in his head as he's flying down in two pieces. It was like, yep, that's me flying down the compact trash in two pieces. You're probably wondering how I got here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that Darth Maul, that is devious as fuck. Like, holy shit. When he's sitting there saying like, oh, I need you, I'm thinking that he needs her powers, her abilities. He needs somebody else with force wielding capabilities with an impressionable mind. Because the one thing that I've noticed about the characters that we have on here, and again, I'm terrible with names, so even when I know them, I still don't know them. But I can speak about this relationship right here with Devin and her current, I guess you call him a master to an extent. But the dude, I mean, the way that he'd be described in my old neighborhood would be pussy. It was the whole pussy. He was like, no, we will beg on the corner for we can trust on the goodwill of no, you can't, nigga. Like literally. Order 66 got you out here feeling all alone. Now you begging, and you could literally be like, whoom, and have all the bread you want, but you want to be honorable. And then when Devin starts trying to tell him, like, yo, look, man, we can't leave. Darth Maul is here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta, there's other people. She's like, well, we ain't the police, we ain't got that ain't our shit. She's like, yo, what the heck? And so you can kind of see her becoming disillusioned with her own thought patterns in real time, which I think is exactly where Maul wanted her. Like, Maul, look, say what you want about Maul. First of all, I'm loving his character. Like, I love his character. His character it's so badass. It's so refreshing to have somebody who's not out to save the world. I don't want to do all that. Who you wrong me? Oh, I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling up with both sides of my lightsaber coming to your throat. You know what I mean? Like, he killed in the beginning of episode 4. He killed the dude and then started talking to his dead body. Did y'all peep that? He was like, you know what I'm saying? Went through it and killed everybody with it. He's like, yeah, when I was running from the, I came here and I was seeking help and you tried to kill me. Like, nigga, he dead. He literally can't hear you right now. But I love that. He was like, nah, fuck all that honor shit, bro. You tried to kill me before. And I
sit on your body and just whisper sweet nothings in your ear as your soul evaporates into the ether. I know you force sensitive a little bit. That's why I'm talking to you in your whole ear. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Is that what it is? Like, it just seems I thought it was so dope, man. I just love the fact that he goes to the lightsaber. And I even love, at first I was like, all right, what's going on when he put Devin in the prison cell or whatever you want to call it, and was like, yeah, nah, you free to go at any point. And she was like, what did you talk about? Like, I'm literally in a cell. And he was like, bitch. Like,
let me see how stupid he is. Please.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, yo, you literally can leave anytime. She's like, no, I'm in the whole prison. It remind me of, yo, Ty, you remember Lovecraft Country when Hippolyta was up in that spaceship?
Oh, yeah.
And the girl came through and was like, you're free to go. She's like, what do you mean I'm in prison? She's like, you're in a prison? Like, what are you talking about? There's no prison. Yeah. Like, I'm in a room and I'm trying to. She's like, no, you can get out of here whenever you want. I just ain't gonna tell you how. And so when she finally was kind of, but to her credit, if I can speak a little bit more realistically, I don't think that the issue with Devin was that she didn't know that she could use the Force. I think the issue with her is that she's been so accustomed to withholding or keeping secret all of the powers that she has, because since Order 66, they all have been in hiding and they've been trying to conceal their powers to the public, because if they get into the habit of just using them, quote unquote, willy-nilly, free willy-nilly, all right? Then she'd probably just be using the Force to go everywhere. She'd be flying and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like she just had to like get kind of knocked into the mindset of you can use the Force when need be. And now is an in case of emergency break glass use Force kind of moment. And I think that Maul wants her to, he's literally like the tug on the other side of the tug of war in her mind, where he's basically saying, yo, look, you're so powerful. Why are you trying to appease people that are less powerful than you? You know, it's the whole Magneto versus Charles Xavier argument, right? It's like, no, well, they're like, well, yeah, but we're powerful, but we're here to help them. And they're like, no, the fuck you ain't. They got you in hiding. They won't even give you bread. They won't even give you crumbs off of the, you know what I'm saying? They arrested you for trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? And this is your king. What's up, Ty?
I just wanted to say, like, from the very first episode, you got to remember that Maul was coming to that planet for two reasons. One, to get revenge on his old enemies, and two, to find this presence in this girl that he was looking for. So he already knew of her existence, which tells you that there is a real connection, or just that she is just that powerful, that her aura resonates across the universe, and that tells you in itself that he's looking for something that's special. So also to the comment about the master being puss. I don't think it has anything to do with being puss. It has everything to do with what Whoop-de freaking do said, in that he's a master. He's totally and 100 utterly indoctrinated into Jedi culture. So for him to steal something, oh my God, that is totally against what a Jedi is. And then you have this, I would rather starve than steal from anybody. That's Jedi. That's Jedi 100%. And we're goody two shoes beyond goody two shoes. And I think
can we get into the fact that Maul said that shit too? You ain't learned. You ain't see what I said it last week. You ain't see what happened to the whole Jedi, and you still acting. You stupid. Don't be stupid. Why are you still stupid?
Oh, Maul is like the perfect. Go ahead.
No. I don't. Go ahead.
No. I think she was adding on to what you were saying, which is essentially that the Jedi are recognizably of good conscience to a fault. It will be their downfall. You know, it's that age-old trope of like, I'm willing to do what you're unwilling to do to get things done. And I think at this point we kind of all realize, like, pretty much the overwhelming majority of the heroes that we herald, even from our Black history, like, had to do some dirty shit in order to get shit done at times. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but sometimes it happens. I think about Nat Turner and how I was like, listen, we're going to get out this plantation, but shit, some heads going to have to roll. And that's just how it's going to have to be. I think about Charles Drew, who had the blood bank. And he's like, look, man, I'm smart as hell, but if they only going to accept me as an Indian instead of a Black man, then that's what it's going to have to be. I think about Madam C.J. Walker and, you know, like all these people that had to like cut corners or like do something that was a little bit under the cover, a little bit under the rug, just to be able to have progress. Well, in Maul's terms, that means slicing the throat of everybody who crossed me, you know what I'm saying? And being willing to go there when everybody else ain't willing to go there, which is why I am so intrigued with his character. What I am curious about with y'all, and y'all can maybe help me understand this, because we ain't gonna be here forever. We ain't gonna do 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start wrapping up here in a little bit. But talk to me about the police and his role in this, right? Like, why is my man so shook? He's shooketh. Now, I know that there was the whole thing about his ex-wife, you know, being, you know, part of, you know, the wrong side. I don't know, whatever it is, but like, what is it? I'm trying to figure out what his angle is. Is he, you know, I can't really figure out what is his purpose. Like, I don't know. Like, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we care about this dude? Like, why are we even getting this? You know what I'm saying?
He's the one storyline that's still might be moderately interesting in all of this. There might be some storyline that we can, you know, mine further into season 2, perhaps, mayhaps. But outside of that, nah, Mike, he a little boring / annoying.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, man.
Like I know you don't want the Empire to come here, but how do you know that the Empire does what it does? Where were you before all of this? What made you say, "Nah, you really don't want them to show up here"? I don't give a fuck. Who Maul could take over the whole planet. I'd rather have Maul take over the whole planet than deal with the Empire. That's what is given to me. But I'm very curious about the wife. I don't think she was in trouble. I wonder. This would be a stretch. I would love for them to do this, but I wonder if she is maybe a Jedi.
Ooh, don't you go throwing out that tea like that.
I would love it. I would love that to be, but I don't think they'll do it. They'll do it. I think that's too complicated for them to write currently based on what I've seen in these last couple episodes.
It's also a bit of a cautionary tale. This is what I'm picking up from his part of the show as to how obsession can ruin other parts of your life, because he's ignoring his superiors at the job. He deactivated 2 boots. He ran away from his son.
Hold up, Whipty. The Boots was a whole snitch, though. Come on now.
Okay,
like,
I understand that. I get that.
We have to tell the Empire, like, no, the fuck we don't. Who programmed you?
But up until that point, they were trying to feed you on this narrative that him and Boots had this beyond just co-worker relationship, that they were actual friends. And then for him to be like, "Oh, you don't agree with me?" Turn that off. Right.
He hit the off switch on
And then
him
he
real
left
quick.
his son's highlight game. He wasn't there when his son came home in the last episode. His son was at home doing whatever because he was not expecting his father to be there.
Right. Yeah. You're right. This is a bit of an obsession, but I like it. I like where it's going. This is one of the few. I don't think I've ever seen a Star Wars show where I was rooting for the revenge. Like when we was watching Acolyte, we was like, okay, what's her deal? And then we finally learned, and we was like, oh, okay, yeah, they stole you. You know, you got that whole thing on. But now it's like, yo, we know all that Maul has been through. We know from the moment he showed up on that sand motorcycle or whatever on Tatooine and fought Qui-Gon to the moment. Oh, well, I guess he jumped off the thing. And to the moment he showed up at Naboo and fought both of them, to cut forward to the future when he was actually trying to get his life back together and became a spider for a little bit, and then he hooked up with his brother Savage, and Savage was a whole beast and was like, you know, untamed, and then he gets killed by his master. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, I thought we was friends. It's like, nah, I'm your master. You know, that's what master means. It doesn't need friends. And so we kind of, it's like, I keep using the words Kill Bill. What's going on, Ant? I see you over there, man. What's happening, man? We won't from it up in a little bit. But yeah, if we look at it like this, if you remember Kill Bill, which is like, in my opinion, one of the easiest to tell stories about clear revenge, just clear cut revenge. I mean, you could say, you know, John Wick about the dog and all that, but Kill Bill, like, he literally shot her in the, you know, while she was pregnant in the wedding dress. And so it's like, yeah, we saw that. We're seeing, like, we saw all that led Maul to be so vengeful, you know, and we're watching him go through multiple phases of ideology. At first, it's Sith ideology, and then it was like, okay, he was back with the witches of the Night Sisters. The Night Sisters with the Night Sisters. So, by the way, I am going to ask y'all a question at the end of this. Who you think would win in a light? Now, Darth Maul, I think, beats everybody, but I don't know. I was going to say Ventress might give him at least a fairly decent run for his money.
Oh no, Ventress is going to cook. Ventress is going to cook him for sure. For sure. For sure.
You don't like Ventress?
Out of all, that's one of my favorite Dark Force.
Okay, I thought so.
Ventress is everything.
Asajj Ventress. I've been saying it for the longest. She needs her own entity. Like, I could have easily watched this and it'd been about Ventress. I know that they had that one show. I think it's called the Star Wars Tales of the something, where she Tales of the Jedi. It might have been Tales of the Sith, but she did, because she had hair and everything.
He also showed up in what was that show we were watching with the team?
Rebels?
They were all the clones.
Bad Batch. Bad Batch.
Yeah, she showed up in Bad Batch.
Yeah, she showed up in the last season. Yeah, she did. There was a couple nice little cameos they gave us in Bad Batch, which was also, it turned out to be, after that first season, turned out to be a really good show. It turned out to be a really good show.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
But yeah, I'm go ahead, Ty.
No, I was just gonna say, like, just from Acolyte to now with Maul, and I'm seeing this, like, it seems like there's a direction where they're trying to go, where they're trying to show you that maybe the dark side, when used correctly, is not as bad as it seems. And like the whole Acolyte storyline, where you have this apprentice guy trying to teach a twin how to adapt to the dark side, but also not let the dark side overwhelm you, like to take over you. You know what I mean? Like, we started to see in I think a couple of episodes where she would let it take over, and it almost killed him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there, like, it was like he was standing like, like, you know, she almost killed him. just by not allowing it to just take over her. This Maul, this version of Maul that you described, Vince, is a Maul who has seen a lot, has been on a journey, has come to the realization that I won't allow someone else to tell me what I need to do in life, and be my own judge of character, be my own light at the end of the tunnel. And what I'm seeing thus far, just in these 4 episodes, is that he's balanced. He's well. I don't see him angry like until like the end, and even when he killed the guy, and then he starts talking to him. It's that very calm voice that is, you know what I mean? Like I don't know the voice of Maul, but yo, this guy is he's the type of guy that you be like, yo, read that book, man. I just want to listen.
You want to know? We can tell you about the voice of Maul.
I really think that this series, even though it, you guys think it's kind of slow, it's only 4 episodes in. I don't know how many episodes we get. I'm thinking 8.
10.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But in terms of the pacing and everything like that, I hope that these next few episodes, because the whole thing was not to invite the the Empire to the planet. The Empire's there. They just pulled up. They pulled up in the Star Cruiser, and at this point, you might see Anakin. You might see, you know what I'm saying? You might see the Darth Sidious pull up. So the fact that these entities could enter the discussion and enter the chat is where I'm really thinking this show is going to start really, because the lightsaber battles have been pretty good. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Despite the fact that he busted, her master's ass, the fight with her when she had I was like, okay, she got some movement. She got a little pizzazz with it, flipping over you and doing all of it. I'm always for that. Anytime I can see, a lightsaber battle like that is dope. And so you just can imagine when Anakin pulls up, or aka Darth Vader, pulls up, that it's gonna be I guess a little bit more exciting. I could see this going 2-3 seasons. So it's not so far-fetched that they're starting off slow for the casuals, because again, sometimes a lot of times when we're viewing this, we're viewing it from the lore. People have read the books, they've read the comic books, they know everything about it. So it's like, if it doesn't add up or it doesn't surmount to that, then it's like, yo, this is a complete failure. But you got to understand that Star Wars is now, pushing for the next generation of Star Wars, fans to come in. So it then becomes just more entertainment. And just as a casual myself, I feel entertained when I watch it. And if I feel like if it was an hour long and it didn't hit, then I would feel like I spent my time. It took my time for granted. You know what I'm saying? So with 20 minutes, bam, I'm in and out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in and out into the next episode. So I'm hoping, and I hope that when we have this conversation again, we get 2 more episodes. Y'all get what y'all want in those 2 episodes, and we back on time with the Darth Maul. You know what I'm saying?
It's looking like they changed their schedule. I don't think this was the way it was supposed to.
I can't hear nothing.
Oh, is that me?
I can hear you.
Am I the drummer?
I hear you fine too. Yeah, but this has been a Freaky Friday Monday. It is Monday the 13th. So I don't know why things are not acting the way they would normally. But just to kind of tack on to what Lady Mandalore is saying, this is evidently the scheduling for the show. So I guess they are going to do the 2 episodes per week, John. All right,
we get 10. So we get 10.
Yeah, 10 episodes, and the finale on May the 4th be with you. Hallelujah. You like how that works out. So I hope that they get the boost that they're hoping for. I ain't got, but I'm really looking forward to the one on April 20th. I don't think I'm gonna remember them episodes, but I'm definitely gonna tune in.
You're gonna want to stay. You're gonna want to maybe like just maybe have a little session in the
Pace myself.
afternoon. The 5th episode is going to bring in that Inquisitor.
Oh, so we get the Inquisitor, so we get to see what this is all about at some point.
Yes.
And because I'm really curious about this. And also, I hadn't even realized that this dude was in Ahsoka as well. Like, do you recall him being in Ahsoka? Talk to me, Lady Mandalore, about his role in Ahsoka, because it seemed to. Not Ahsoka. Was it Ahsoka? Not Ahsoka. Because Ahsoka wasn't animated.
Was it? No, there was an Inquisitor in Ahsoka too. I can't remember. Look, there's sisters and brothers in the 9th, 5th, 6th, and 18th or something. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't tell who is who and what is what. I just know that the Inquisitors, they be on their shit. They be flashy as fuck. I think one of them is like Big Bertha goddamn size. They a problem. No matter who you running into. Ooh,
Menace.
You know who I really want? I think she's the fifth sister, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Oh my god! If they get that one to come, I will be sad because she's bad. She's bad. She's good. I think she was in Rebels. And chasing Ahsoka. I think it was Rebels that she was fucking up people. She tough.
The sister, but that's not the main sister with the voice that you're talking about.
No. Her voice is definitely what is it, modulated?
Okay.
But you can hear it's Sarah Michelle. It's not so far off that you can't tell it's Sarah Michelle Gellar.
All right. We're gonna start wrapping this one here up. I just got a couple of quick questions. I kind of like that Darth Maul is setting up pieces like a chessboard to an extent. Like the way that he used this dude, like the entry of this when he came in and was like, oh, I already got Maul, and kind of had a whole trap already set. And so he's using multiple. So just to kind of piggyback off of your theory, Kira, when you said that he could be using Devin as a Trojan horse, he literally used this dude as a Trojan horse. Like, he literally did. Like, he literally used him to get and infiltrate old boy's, cabal or whatever you want to call it, just so he could slice his throat, so he could talk to him while he was dead. So I could see him doing the same thing with Devin.
You do realize Maul can read minds, right? You do realize that, right?
No. Is that a thing?
How do you think he learned Devin's name? Devin didn't tell him his name.
Right, she didn't tell him.
Recon.
I don't know.
No, there was no Recon. Like, he read her mind. Like that. In that. What do you mean? No. Like, in that moment, they were. Listen. Let me be very clear. Hold on 1 second, real quick, Kara. Let me be very clear. When a Jedi comes around a Sith, they have the ability to block their minds or shield their minds from other force sensitive people. If she was doing that by not telling her his name. When they fought and she got angry and got aggressive, if you remember, in that moment when she flipped over him and was like, that's when he knew her name. That's when she turned and he was like, I'm gonna need that, Devin, and got his lightsaber back. This is not something that has never happened in Star Wars. I don't know why y'all acting like reading a mind.
No. I'm not saying it's not a possibility at all. I'm not dissuading it. You know what it is? I want the story to be richer. I want the story to be a little more convoluted. So I want there to be some kind of a link where because that fits too. Why is it her specifically? Why does he have to find her? What in all of the galaxy has pulled this man towards finding her specifically? We don't have any context. We've never seen that alligator motherfucker before. We ain't seen nobody. So why, out of all the people in this universe, is he being pulled? Why is she the one? Because there's Padawans that are out there that don't got nobody. Nobody, and he could rock with them easy. So for me, I want the story to be a little richer. I don't want him to I don't want that to be the easy win for him. I want there to be a little something underneath as to why he knows what her name actually is.
I have a unfortunately completely simple theory, and that he's seeking out her assistance due to convenience, proximity. You know, he just happens to be in the area, and he gets because you know how the Jedi are like, oh, I feel a presence I haven't felt since, you know what I'm saying? So you come in the area, and it's kind of like a Wi-Fi signal. You're like, oh, hold on, I just tapped into the Force. There's somebody around here with the Force. Where? Her? Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I hope you're right. I hope she's not a rando. I hope that she does have some sort of significance that's a little deeper than just being hungry and needing to get food. And so therefore she gotta try to figure out a way around her master, who's like, nah, bitch, we Jedi, we don't eat. You know what I'm saying? We starve for the Force. That's how we get down. You know what I mean? So there's one thing that I'm hoping that we do see that we haven't really seen, and I'm almost willing to bet that it's definitely going to be coming in these upcoming episodes. But you know, we've gotten so many, and they've all been good. We've gotten our lightsaber battles, and I know Jay Penumbra is not his thing. So I'm sorry he couldn't be here this week, but I can't wait for him to come back next week, because he was like, man, I ain't in it for the lightsabers, you noob. You noob. I want the story. Give me the solo. I'm like, all right. We all have our preferences. But the one thing we have yet to see that I think we will see in the upcoming few episodes is actual starship battles, what's equivalent to car chases, but in space. I think we're going to see a little bit more activity with regard to like the Empire, because you saw the last thing we saw in the last episode was a Star Destroyer pull up on a whole city, like, and we don't normally see that. Like, the Star Destroyers don't normally come that close to the surface. You know what I'm saying? So to see the Star Destroyers, you know that they have a whole fleet of TIE fighters and all those things that they're about to release, and so there has to be some sort of spaceship at some point, even if it's a little bullshit ass Millennium, not even a Falcon, but a Millennium Robin, or Millennium Eagle, Millennium Mockingbird, Millennium Parakeet, some Millennium Roach. Even if it's a little something, man, where they just try to fly away from something, I get the sense, because those are essentials in Star Wars. Okay, they managed to get through Solo and a couple of the projects without lightsaber battles, but you cannot have a Star Wars project without somebody running away from some sort of, either a spaceship or a speeder or something like that. So I do predict that we will see something like that in these upcoming episodes. On the way out, any predictions for you guys for the next few episodes? Why don't we go around the horn? Let's start with you know what? Let's start with my dog Ty. Ty, do you think that there's anything that you either will see, expect to see, hope to see, want to see in these upcoming episodes? Since we do have, I believe, 6 left, if I'm not mistaken. What say you, my friend?
I mean, I definitely think that we'll be seeing the Emperor at some point soon, probably sooner than later. Anakin, I could see him, Darth Vader, pulling up at some point. But yeah, these hunters that he asked Devin if she's ever even been fought. I think that's what's coming, is these hunters, these Jedi hunters that they were talking about in the form of these Inquisitors are definitely going to be pulling up. That shit might just be full of Inquisitors and Vader, which is why you don't typically see one come into orbit. And I think that this is like one of those, they know that Maul is there. They've been alerted that Maul is there. Maul is on like the top. He's like the America's most wanted right now. And they know that they got to send their best for him. You don't send the amateurs to go for this. That the Emperor wants his head on a platter. So yeah, it's about to get crazy. I can see that in the next couple episodes.
I could dig it. And to add to your point real quick, that snitch ass robot was trying to bring the Empire. So I could see.
He wants to get off desk duty, bro. That ain't his problem. Hey, you got look. He got on desk duty, bro. They put him on desk. Listen. He tried to look out for his boy. He gets put on desk duty. You over here like, yo, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, I'm still on desk duty though. So we gonna do it right moving forward. So you cut my shit off.
Yeah.
I accept your apology for that. I hope you accept my apology for calling the motherfuckers to get this shit done, because I'm tired of this. I need my job.
I'm calling your bluff.
No, protocol says we must call it. All right, whoopty freaking do. What say you? Any predictions about the upcoming episodes? Anything you want to see? Anything you think's missing? What do you think's gonna happen in these upcoming few Darth Maul? I want
to find out why we're spending so much time with Senor Plot Armor. Why is he here?
Lawson, Detective Lawson.
Yeah, Detective Lawson. I just want to know why. We're like, why we invested. We've invested like a significant part of each episode, 1, 2, 3, and 4, to his backstory and to his motivation. So I want to see where this is going.
Okay, I can dig it. Lady Mandalore, any predictions? Anything that you would like to happen in these next few episodes, if anything at all, this kind young lady?
I think we might get a glimpse of Darth Sidious in the finale, perhaps.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be a long road before we actually have them two come together. I think that's the way that they explain why we need 2 seasons. Who else are we gonna get in here? We need something to connect Ezra. We definitely need a way to figure out to connect Ezra and all of them together. So I'm low key. I wonder if oh my gosh, what is her name? I know you're gonna hit me, Whoopty, but the Twi'lek that's in Rebels. I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know you're talking about too.
I wonder if there's a way they all accidentally like fall into one another, or one like bypasses one or over the other in some kind of way. I'd be curious about that. Hera, thank you. I could not remember that woman's name. Yeah, very curious.
Okay. Well, look at us all with our little theories and stuff, man. And the only one I don't think is gonna happen is the Darth Vader one. I don't think we're gonna see Darth Vader in this one, bro. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. Just because timeline wise, I don't think it fits.
So he's still a little fucked up, isn't he?
Yeah, I think this is happening while Anakin is he's kind of breaking away. This is he's since parted with Palpatine. He helped throw Mace Windu out a window. All right, and he is now since become Darth Vader, but I don't know if he's Darth Vader. You know, he just wears a mask right now. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think it'll be a mistake. To have Darth Vader on here, because they gotta keep the Skywalkers out, bro. Like, enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to establish a timeline and a storyline that does not center or even involve the Skywalkers. I think that the one thing that Dave Filoni is trying to do is get outside of the Skywalker endless loop, and I think that he's successfully doing that. So I hope that that's not the case, although I guess I could see it, but I guess we'll have to see. And you know what we will do? We'll come back and talk about it next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks to anybody or everybody who did tune in. If you're even watching clips from this, appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Probably should have said that earlier, but it's all to the good. We sincerely appreciate each and every last one of you that tuned in. And don't forget to check out Room Full of Blerds on Sundays. And what the freaking do? Make sure y'all hit her lives. Oh wait, did she do lives? No, she just be pulling up the live at the Blerds on Thursday night, if I'm not mistaken, right? Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's coming up tomorrow. And make sure y'all check out the new Blerd Order every Saturday, 10 a.m. with the new Saturday morning cartoons. So tune in for that. And you may see a special guest like Jay Penumbra on that bit. Who knows? We don't know. We'll be talking from and a whole bunch of other stuff this week. And I won't have internet issues. So pull up and we'll go ahead and get that out the way. Well, as always, guys, like we like to say, be your authentic self. Because if you ain't being yourself, guess what you being? Fake. And there's no honor in that. And in all things, you're a geek. Go ahead and let that good old geek flag fly. All
right, let me figure out. I'm here. I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
What did you do? It's awkward, man.
All right, it's awkward. All right.
What are you doing, man?
Hi guys, it's Amanda Christine here, and I love the new Blurred Order. You guys should watch it.